Classic Alternative. It's Steve Kim live at Orion Music More at Belle Isle in Detroit, my hometown. I am proud of this festival. I'm glad that Metallica brought this here. Brought just such a diverse lineup, but a band that's been highly influenced by Metallica. I got Deftones with me, guys. Man,
Hello.
Doing quite well.
Yes.
You were in I think Japan, right?
Yep.
Yeah, amongst other places in the region. We started out in Japan for the Ozfest, and then made our way through Australia, the Pacific Rim, and Hawaii.
Asians love you. I was telling someone out there, I was because I've been a huge Deftones fan since I was like in middle school, high school. I'm just this Korean full of angst listening to Deftones. They were like,
awesome.
What's wrong with you?
That's so rad.
But I mean, a lot of people talk about Metallica being a band for 30 years. You guys have been a band for 25
20 plus,
years.
yeah.
And just how is it hard to keep reinvent, or maybe not even reinventing yourself, but having that same passion album after album?
It doesn't feel hard. No,
because I think that's like the motivating factor a lot. Kind of as opposed to being so concerned about the sound that you're making and what style of music you're making, we're just very much like stuck on really the passion behind it and loving music constantly, like absorbing music and having an opportunity to like see how that funnels through us naturally. You know what I mean? We don't sit around and have like meetings about where we should be going,
what we're gonna do, how we're gonna sound. But we just want to make really good records.
Yeah, we do talk about that. We want to be really hyped on what we're doing, and that we want to feel like really strongly about it, and that wherever that leads us, is what it is, and I think that's what keeps it
and
fresh.
We feel grateful to be able to be that type of band where we can do what we want, you know what I mean? And there's like you mentioned, there's a lot of different types of people who are into our music, you know what I mean? And that allows us to have many doors of paths to take, you know what I mean? So it's a good feeling.
I may sound biased, but it seems like you guys never skip a beat. I mean, Sergio, even being sort of the newest member, but really it just sounds like you've been with the band since the beginning.
We've been friends for a long time, and we come from a similar like school of thought and a similar time, in the sense where it's not like genre based, it's not anything, it's just about like fresh, and like our thing is like keeping it fresh, like our sound fresh, our everything that we do, and it's like that we're hungry in that way, and we never feel like satiated or satisfied. There's always something, there's always things being, all roads are being pushed, and keep, whether it be sounds or technology, and we just devour it and have a chance to express that with each other, and that's really cool.
Was it hard to adapt to the way the industry has shifted, everything going digital, and more people not buying as many records but still going to shows and selling merch?
Well, I think that's what's kept us that's what we know. We play and we tour, you know what I mean? So that's never changed for us. I mean, there was a point where we did sell more records than we ever had, but I mean, we only got a taste of that, you know what I mean? And so we've just always done what we do, you know what I mean? And that's make records and go out there and work on those records and support those records, So that hasn't changed, you know what I mean? I think what has changed is the people buying records, but I think nowadays our records are maybe like a greeting card to hopefully come and see us play, you know what I mean? And I think we try and give that kinetic energy where people hear that and talk amongst themselves about it and want to come to the shows, and that will never die.
It is funny, a lot of shows I go to, bands go, how many here bought our record? They raise their hands. How many did it legally? They raise their hands. But bands don't get mad. They're like, well, you came and bought a ticket.
Yeah.
So we can't.
No, you kind of, the cat is out of the bag with that. There's no point. It's futile to hold people to like a kind of morality that just doesn't speak to the times, and it's like, that's not the way it is. That's not what's happening. It's kind of like, but this band is really fortunate in the sense that it had built itself, as Frank was saying, as a live band, and the passion of the exchange is really what it's about. And the music is, and the records have kind of like serve as like, all right, this is what we're going to party to, but it's like really about the getting together and really having a good time. So.
Now you've been touring, supporting Koino Yokan, which I just love the album.
Awesome.
Because Diamond Eyes, that was like my favorite record.
Good.
And then when this came out, I mean, it's just as good when I listen to it. You've been touring for this record, obviously.
Yep.
You're going to Canada in a couple of days, and then you have a bunch of European dates starting in August. So what's your plan in that gap? Is there like a lot of R&R going on?
We have a little bit of time down, and after the Montreal show, we got like a month off, which is it's needed, I guess you could say. But our plan is to keep working, through the whole year, maybe beyond that too. I mean, there's a lot of other stuff in the pipeline. So we're just here to get out there and rock. You know what I mean? And we're all up for it.
And I think even we're really we're enthusiasts of music. So really, your off time will still probably include jamming and noodling around and setting up little sessions and working on, DJing or producing tracks or whatever. So really, music is our hobby as well. And
do you have side projects?
Yeah, I mean, he plays in Quicksand. He does some DJing. I do the same. You know what I mean? Right now, it's Deftones world, though.
Exactly.
And that's
what very single. I don't really have. It's a lot to about it's all about this and these songs. I wake up just wanting to play more of the record. I wanted to do that and getting involved with that. So,
which is refreshing because seeing a lot of bands. They kind of not a lot, but some bands have been in it all. It's hard for them to get that fire, to keep that fire going. Some bands, that fire gets extinguished, but it seems like you guys are you're just as spry as ever as say the Orwells who were 19-year-olds playing at a Metallica festival yesterday.
No, we're enjoying each other's company and have a lot of fun together. So
we're really fans of music, dude. There's so much appreciation going on. We're really into what we do, and we're good friends, and we love the opportunity to play. So it's it's not. It's not fake. We're not showmen.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And of course, all the outpouring from fans and from us as well. Our condolences about Chi. And
awesome. Thank you.
The One Love for Chi campaign, just amazing work.
No, very nice.
Do you think this will affect the writing for the next album? Because obviously it's so intricate.
Yeah, it's always affecting us. It always has been. You know what I mean? And
for sure, definitely.
But in a positive way. You know what I mean? We're not angst-riven and in a fetal position, crying over woe is me. It's we use it as a catalyst to be
therapy, the music.
For sure.
It's our everything. Yeah, that is our mode of expression. That's how it's our everything. It's our panacea. We express our joy, our horniness, our loss.
He embodies everything that we do, but it's not like we wanted to make a record of look at us, we're sad.
No, because that's not really where it's at. Really, where it was at was we were galvanized and appreciated things, and Chi's always been from the moment I walked through after and it was talking about life and stories, and he's evoked every day. He's a part of everything, and it's it comes through you, in a way. It's not to where you have to be this is going to be like this, and it should be coded in this way and feel this way. It's it's in everything that we do, and
he left. It's just leaving such a great legacy, and
definitely,
and of course, never forgotten. Gentlemen, thank you so much.
Thank you.
New album,
thanks for having us.
Out now. Pick that up.
That's right.
I Swerve City. I love that lyric.
Awesome.
Video, and wish you continued success. Thank you. It's Dave Kim.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Rap is Rock Alternative 97.9 GRD and WGRD.com.